Hey, welcome. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a fabulous Sunday so far. My name is Stephanie, and I'm with Honey and Bear Creates. And today we are in a fundraising benefit to help a family in need. I'm going to give just a second to get shared into the Wild Honey group. That's who is hosting this event today, Wild Honey. That is part me at Honey and Bear Creates and part Lois at Wild Child Mercantile. And we have some fabulous helpers that help keep us on track. So today is a benefit to help a sweet young lady named Rosalind. So I'll give more information in just a few seconds. Hey Lisa, welcome. So glad you're here. I have some glue stuck to my finger and it's bugging me. I've been doing a little bit of prep work today. Okay, don't you start that now. You've been quiet all this time. I have pets and they've been quiet all day long, and now all of a sudden they're gonna start getting crazy because Mama's on a live. So hopefully I've gotten shared into Wild Honey, and so today is all about helping Miss Rosalind. She's a 7-year-old who was just diagnosed with, hey Deb, was just diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And okay, there's my Sandy, so she must have me shared in now, so thank you so much. Okay, stop it, Lucy. So Rosalind is 7 and was just diagnosed. Oh, you didn't see me, so you got me in over. Okay, thank you, Lois. She's 7 years old and was just diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she has siblings at home. Thank you for sprinkling, Deb. And her family just is in need of some help and some prayers. So we're doing a benefit. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Mandy. Thank you. So today I am going to be creating a church. Hi, Ceci from Denmark. So glad you're here. So today I'm making a church, and I cut all of the wood pieces out on my laser. And so I've got part of it started. I did go ahead and I just stained the wood pieces. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Misty. Hi, Sherry. Thank you, Jolie. Prayers are always welcome, and they need them. And so what I've done is I created one. I don't know if you can see it in the background or not. Probably not, but let me see if I can move the camera just a tad bit so you can see it. That one right there, do you see that church? I already created one, and that one is a little bit bigger than the one I'm creating now. That one's about 24 inches tall altogether. I shouldn't have moved it. So 24 inches all together. And so this one is going to be a little bit smaller. Not much, because it's still going to have the, Lucy, that is enough, the roof, and then it's going to have the steeple. So I'll measure it towards the end, but if you prefer the bigger one, of course, we can auction that one off as well. So, oh, thank you. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead first and I'm going to glue these pieces together. And what I'm using is Crazy Glue Fast Drying Wood Glue. Because it took forever for my other wood glue to set up yesterday when I created the first one, and I didn't want you guys having to sit and watch. Oh, thank you, Jolie. Thank you, Deb. I saw it at Walmart, and I thought, well, you know, maybe I need a different type of wood glue because my one from the Dollar Tree just was taking a little bit too long to set up. So this one is like a crazy glue, so I've got it all over me, and I'm not real happy about that. but it is what it is, right? I want it to stick together, and I want it to stick together pretty quickly. So the wood kit, I have a smaller version of the wood kit that I cut yesterday, and I forgot to bring it over, but I am going to be picking someone that will end up getting a wood kit just like this in a smaller version. Thank you for spreading the honey. I appreciate that. So see how quickly that will hold? So I'm going to set it aside, and then I'm going to get the other side over here. So sharing me out today and all of the goodies and just being here, I will pick a person to send. I'll scroll through and I will pick a person to send the small version of this wood kit to. Just for being here and for participating and for helping support Rosalind. Even if you can't donate or if you can't bid, you can still give prayers, and that's just as good. Hi, Ronnie. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. She has been quiet this whole time. And now she's going to go berserk. I guess she's looking for a kitten. All I did with the wet wipe was just wipe off some of that excess glue back here, and it will dry up. So I'm not too worried about it, but I just want to make sure it's getting good and stuck there before I start manhandling it. So, let me see here. I want to make sure that I'm getting, I just popped it off. Oh my goodness. Hold please. Let me try this again. I should have, I didn't want to glue it all together because those of you that are possibly going to win the kit, I wanted you to see how it all fit together. Let me set it down here on the table. I have on my house shorts because it's been a lazy day here, just housework and watching crafting and all of that. So I have on my house shorts, so I'm trying not to stand up. Thank you for spreading the honey. I don't want anybody to see me in my house shorts. Might scare you. So all I did was I took Truffle by Waverly, and that is what I used to stain the wood. Okay. It helps once I get all of my sides on too, so I need to get moving because that will help a great deal. But I'm trying not to cause too much of a ruckus and tear it all apart. So I just bought the kit off of Etsy, and then I cut it myself. Well, I cut several of them, but I wanted to make sure that I got the right size. And I'm sorry I'm missing comments right now. I will look up in just a second so that I can see it. And I did that wrong. Okay, I'm getting nervous, guys. I'm sorry. I've been nervous all day. Now I'm making silly mistakes. I put the glue on the wrong end. I will get this. This part will not beat me today. You guys just have a little bit of a conversation amongst yourselves right now, and I will catch up in just a second. You got your tight pants on? You know, some of those shorts too. These are just my, you know, they're little just pajama type shorts that I wear around the house. And I'm going to go over where I wiped that wood off. Even though it's on the inside, I still feel better knowing that I've covered up those spots. So this is the same paint I used just to wipe down with a baby wipe. Thank you, Lisa. I'm a nervous wreck today. I don't know what it is, but I guess because it's a benefit and I want to do my best and I want to make sure something is finished. So I've done two. I did a prototype back there, and then I did a smaller version that I wanted to gift away. And then I cut this one. And so I'm trying to do all the things here. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm lining it up correctly. So when I go to put my glue on, I think too this glue is such a fine tip and it makes me a little nervous also. Plus if I stick my fingers in it, they get stuck. Hole, please. So I get this in, and then I get this side in, and then I'm going to hold it together for just a few seconds here to get it to stick. Okay. You don't want to make her more nervous, do we? Are you doing so? Should we tell her we can see her too? What? You can see what? I don't know. See her, see my shorts? Oh, yeah, you can see my shorts. I can see them now. Ugh. Okay. All right, so this I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to put the top on, and then I'm going to put it out of the way to dry for a minute. And try not to stick my fingers in all of this glue. I am going to have to stand up, guys. I'm sorry. I want to have the same amount of hang overage on the front as in the back, or attempt to anyway. And then I'm just going to hold that down. Hang on, and I'll show you. I am a shorty. I'm only 4'11" and 3/4. That 3/4 really counts for something. Well, I didn't get enough up here, so hang on. Let me try this again. I let go and my strength pulled it. I don't think I got it in the right spot. I think that's part of my problem here. There we go. Okay. It is Crazy Glue Fast Drying Wood Glue. Trying to hold it there in case anybody needs a hang overage is like Dicky Doo. It is. It's the muffin top Dicky Doo syndrome. So, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way for a second. So I did do the steeple part already. This is the steeple that will go at the top of this piece right here. And I did the front side of the church already that will go in the front. And I'll show you what we're gonna do, how I did this paint. Okay, so let me tell you exactly how tall this is so that when you go to start your bidding, well, maybe, I don't know what I did with my, oh, here it is. Well, that and a bunch of other stuff out of my section here. So with the steeple all the way to the top, from the bottom of the church, it is 20 and a half inches. So it's going to be 20 and a half inches tall, and it is about 7 inches wide. So 20 by 7 is what we're looking at for the total size here. So I'm going to show you what I do to do the paint. I chippied the one that I'd already done. This one I chose to do, what's my time? How long have I been on? Have I been on since 5? I only got 15 minutes? No. Say it isn't so. I used plaster. Okay, no, I came on. Thank you, Deb. Okay, I didn't come on at 5, did I? Please tell me I didn't come on at 5. Okay, so all I did was I take Plaster by Waverly, which is a chalk paint, and I put it out on my palette here. Oh, I got 30 minutes. Yes, Megan is up next. The Right House Decor. She's coming on at 6. Okay, good. Right? 6? 30 minutes? Okay. Gosh, I told you guys I am a nervous wreck. Hey, Brenda, I'm sorry I didn't get to see the rest of yours, Honey Pot, because I had to jump off, but I'm going to go back and look. I don't even know. I didn't even get to see the auction part. Okay, and then I didn't have baking soda, and so I mixed, thank you, Ronnie, for keeping me on track. I mixed cornstarch with my paint to make it more, have that texture. And so I don't measure anything. I just kind of put in, and then I start mixing with my little palette knife. This is the first time I'd ever tried this, and I don't know if you can see how it gets kind of cakey. It's almost like making biscuits, and I do love me some biscuits. That's why my shorts look like they do. Thank you, Mandy. So I just mix it up to form a paste consistency. Not like the Elmer's school glue, but more like an actual paste. Almost like making a roux for gravy for those biscuits. Thank you guys all for being here. I hope everybody's Sunday has been great, and I hope that you've enjoyed the benefit if you've been watching. So see what it looks like there? So all I did was I took it and I just kind of spackled it, spread it over. This is going on the back, but I'm gonna do it. I just start doing some of this. It'll bug me if I know it's not done. Make sure you're keeping up with comments in there, guys, because I'm going to scroll through to pick somebody that will win the smaller version of this church. I can't remember. I'll have to grab it in just a second. You guys have already seen my house shorts. And then I am just scraping it off the back here because I just wanted a little bit there. So for this one, though, I think I may want, let me just go on here. We'll see. I don't know if you can see the consistency there. Thank you, Sherry. This is my first time to do this technique. I've seen it done. I know Stephanie at the Vintage Pebble has done it. I know that Sandy at Burlap and Bling does it, but she uses, she just did some texture painting with pumpkins last Wednesday on our Craftin' and Chattin'. And she used the joint compound or the spackling in it. So this is my first time to actually do this one. And I think as I'm going here, some of this is going to be covered up. So that's going to be okay. But I think I want just a little bit more of a texture. So I'm going to add a little bit more. If you're not getting the consistency and the look that you want, you can just add more of the cornstarch or the paint, whichever. Because I don't like it all just kind of smoothed out there. I want it to be kind of like the paint has been chipping off of this old church for a while. Remember to spring, yes, thank you, Mandy. 30 fabulous friends and family are here. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Mandy's our peep keeper. She keeps up with how many people we got. She's the best cheerleader ever, too, I tell you. So, Little Miss Rosalind is our little princess of the day. And normally I hold that title, but today I'm giving it over. Oh, thank you. Hello, Sandra. I'm handing it over to sweet little Rosalind, who's battling Hodgkin's lymphoma. So our whole event today has been a benefit for her and her family, who has other children that are going through this same thing with them right now. Watching their sister, she's getting ready to start chemo treatments. And, you know, it's just a lot for anybody to deal with, especially when you've got other children to have to keep up with and to care for when you're hurting and wanting to fight for your own little one. You know, you still have to get up every day. You still have to function. You still have to feed the other ones, even though, you know, you may not feel like you can pick yourself up and go on. But so here's kind of what we're looking at. Thank you. That's the best thing, you know. Prayers for everyone involved is always much appreciated. I know when my son was just a year old, we were told that they thought he had cystic fibrosis. And that was one of the hardest things for me. I was just, you know, 21 years old, new mother, had no idea what it even was. So then, you know, of course, everything I read was awful, you know, made you think terrible things were getting ready to happen. And then we had to go sit at the hospital for a few hours waiting on a sweat test. And during that whole time, you know, I just sat and held him and, you know, told him everything was going to be all right. And, you know, that's the only thing we can do for them sometimes. So I know the, you know, the fear. I don't know what they're going through personally because I haven't had that happen, but I do know the fear. Okay, so I do need to mix up some more paint. I need to watch my time too, though, because I want to make sure that I can add some of this a little bit later, but it's going, I don't want to get too far. Off. And I'm so sorry I'm missing comments. I just don't want to, I want to get as much of it done as I can. I thought I had prepped enough. I was afraid to do too much. You know, that's always your biggest fear is, am I doing too much prep? Am I not doing enough prep? I really appreciate all of you guys being here today. And at the last 5 minutes or so, we will auction off the church. Again, it was 21 inches or 20 inches. I can't remember. 20 or 21 inches by 17. So it's a good size piece. And I will be scrolling through the comments right before we're done and picking a winner that will get a smaller version of this church to create your own. I'm going to give back to you guys because I appreciate you guys so much. And what I like about this is it's not a full coverage, you know, it just kind of goes where you want it to go and how you want it to go. And when I was watching Teresa earlier, when, you know, she was doing her book, I thought, well, that's kind of like what I'm doing. But then she went over it with all that rub and buff and Oh, it looked beautiful. Everybody's done such a great job today. I've been outbid on everything. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that. So you could do as much of this as you wanted on your project or as little as you wanted. I'm really thinking about doing one of these, a winter church, and making it, put some cardinals and stuff on it. And so I'm going to be doing another one. But I think it would just be really pretty. So here's what they're looking like so far. That's my time. Okay. Gotta watch my time. Almost done with this part. Good thing I did the other two already, since this is taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. But I've done a lot of chit-chatting too. I'm a chit-chatter. I need to shut my chit-chatter up and do some more crafting. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. I dabbed just a teeny tiny bit of glue right here in this one corner because I want it to be a little bit, well, maybe it's, I can't tell if it's, there it came out that time. I saw it. Push it together a little bit. Hold it for a second. Okay, so this is pretty much what our church is looking like. All directions. I'm going to set it over here out of the way for just a minute. Everything else I have already put the white on. You could totally do the chippy method. That's what I did on the first one that I did. Hey cousin, how are you? That's my adopted cousin right there. She's actually related to Lois, but she accepts me, and so she's my cousin too. Thank you, Deb. You are the sweetest. All of you guys are. So I'm just trying to clean up my mess a little bit here so I don't end up with this everywhere, because I tend to get a little messy. Okay, so I'm going to close all this up. I don't want that all in the floor. It's kind of fun, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of enjoying it. So I'm going to give it just a quick little dry. I don't, this back side, I've got some sunflower napkins that I have thought about being what goes on this one. The other one had some pink and darker pink flowers. This one I was thinking sunflowers. I thought the sunflowers would be really pretty on it. So then what happens is the door for the church, I did like this, and I took those little brad nails and I move this out of the way, and I stuck it in there. I hammered it in with my trusty tool here. You better be careful. And then I cut the tag off. You love the napkin and of course the sunflowers. I love the sunflowers too. But Lois and Sandy helped me pick the sunflowers last night when I was like, should I use these pinky flowers again or should I do the sunflowers? They were like, try the sunflowers. Those are pretty. Okay, so there's the handles on the door. And so this is going to get glued right onto the front here. And I am going to use the wood glue. Okay. And I added just a teeny tiny bit of greenery at the top. Everybody does love a good sunflower. Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie's the one that got the angel, the clothespin angel that I did in the last benefit. And unfortunately, some of the pieces broke off when it was being delivered. Darn mail people. But she was able to fix it. So thank goodness she's a crafty friend. So anyway, I think I'm going to decoupage some of these little parts of these sunflower napkins on it. So kind of like right here is kind of what we'd be looking at with the sunflower on it. And then there's all these little other pieces that go on that I'll be adding to. And then of course we have the windows that will be going on the sides. So let me see what I can get done here real quick, and then we will get moving on so that you guys can see the finished craft. So I'm just gonna, maybe if I can get my Mod Podge out here. And let me go ahead and figure out where this is gonna go. It's gonna go about right here. And then this, because I don't want to cover it completely up. I know some of it will get covered up, but it's okay because I'm going to be putting more sunflowers in other places as well. But I want to get at least the front part done to where you guys can kind of see what it's going to look like. Let me get a brush over here. I bought the church kit off of Etsy, and I cut it myself on my laser. So it's a wood kit. The original one was about 24 inches tall. This one is 20 inches. I scaled it down a little bit, 20 or 21, I can't remember. I just measured it a few seconds ago. And then I've got an even smaller one that I will be sending out to someone who is commenting in the comments, because when I scroll up, I will be seeing those comments, and I will just close my eyes and pick a winner. This one will be actually up for auction to benefit Rosalind and her family the last few minutes. Let's see. I'm going to use the wood glue here as well, if I can find it. Okay. Oopsie. You're going to have to see my shorts because I got to get up. I just dumped that whole thing of paint and stuff and all into the floor, which I told you I would end up doing. I'm still here though, hold please. Coming right back. That gives me a chance to I grabbed the little freebie that I'll be sending out. I had already glued some of it together for you, but this is the size of yours if I pick you in the comments that you would be getting. Okay, so let me see here. Let me stand up so I can see where I'm going to be gluing here. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good dose of glue. And hold it in place for a minute. Oh, I held it too tight. Pushing on it too tight. I can't tell if I'm getting it stuck or not. That I can fix really quickly. Thank you for the prayers. There are lots of pieces. You've got a front and a back here. You've got the sides. You got the 2 pieces for the roof. And then you've got all the rest. I may have to put a little bit of hot glue in here to hold that in place right for now. Well, I have to get another piece of glue. Should be stuck at the bottom. Using this different glue tool because I needed it to be a detail and not a big fat piece of globby glue, and I'm not used to it, so okay, let me hold that for just a second so you can kind of see what it's coming together to look like. I've only got about, well, only got a couple seconds here, a couple minutes before we have to start bidding, but I want to get the top part on, and then I will continue putting the sunflower picture or napkin. See, I get so nervous. Thank you. And I think I got it. I think I got it. And I'm just going to put a little bit of dab right here to hold this piece in place. A little bit sturdier. Anyway, I thought this would be a really cute project for a winter church and have some like snow hanging from the little eaves here. Okay, so here's what we're looking like so far. Let me get, and then this will go right here on top. I like this side better. Let me see. I'm gonna put a little bit of hot glue just right here to hold it down in place while this sets up. And I got a glue boogie hanging off the side of my hand here. I see it. Fingernails are a hot mess. These are those dashes that I got from Joy with Joyland's Decor. Just giving it a good little hold there for a minute. Put a little bit more of this wood glue right there. Okay, so here's the front of the church. I'll be adding some more of the, that wood glue is running out of there like crazy. I'll be adding some more of the sunflower napkins in places. And then I will be putting the sides on, but I'm going to wait until I get the napkin Mod Podged on this side. And then, so 2 will go on each side, like so. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it. So there will be 2 of those. I've also got some of these little pieces that I thought might be pretty, kind of hanging out on the side. I don't know, it may be too much. But I will keep going around it with the sunflowers and putting those in certain places to where there will be some sunflowers. I can't tell if that's glue. I don't want to stick my finger in it. No, I just dropped, there it is. Hot Mess Express over here, guys. I am so sorry. I don't even know where my paper towels went. I don't want to use my pretty napkin. Okay, well, I think that I like the sunflower there. So I'm just adding a little bit of Mod Podge. Thank you so much. All right, so I think it's time to start the bidding on this piece. If you are interested in it, you can start bidding as soon as, Lois has got the green hearts, so it is up for bid. I will be covering the shipping in the U.S., so if you live in the United States, then you don't have to pay for any shipping. All of the money will go straight to Rosalind's family. Her mom's PayPal link is in my description. And I will keep adding sunflowers. If you want wax, the dark sealing wax, I will be more than happy to add that to it. I just don't want to put any more distress on it if you think it's distressed enough. Thank you, Ronnie. I see Ronnie at 45. It's for a great cause, guys. I'm just thinking of the groceries and things that the family will be able to buy with what we're able to do today for them. Jolie, I have PayPal. That's how we're paying her. But if you have Venmo or Cash App or something like that, I have those as well. You could pay me and then I could send it to her through PayPal if you have one of those. Or Zelle. I have Zelle. My piece isn't sticking down here. But we can work with anybody. Can't get that piece to stick, but I will. So this is what you'd be getting. But I will have more of the napkin and stuff put on it. And then I'm going to scroll up. Hey, Heather. I'm going to scroll up and pick a person that will be getting the kit that I cut out. So this will be the front of your church. So it'll be this size plus the steeple at the top. 55 with Ronnie. Thank you. Thank you, Ronnie. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to scroll up to see who's getting the church kit. Okay, see if I'm getting... Shyla Schmidt. Shyla, if you will PM me, if you're still here, PM me, and I will send you the kit. Somebody's got to chase Ronnie. Ronnie already has the angel, so this would be perfect. Yes, congrats, Shyla. If you will just send me your address, I'll get it in the mail. And I'll include some instructions on how to put it together. You're so welcome. Okay, 1 minute it looks like. Lois, do we know who's... I know I saw Ronnie earlier. I don't know if I've seen the stop yet or not. And whoever wins, make sure you let me know if you want it waxed. I can do the dark sealing wax on it. Ronnie is still winning. Okay. Shyla, you can just message me at Honey and Bear Creates, or you can catch me at Stephanie Davis McLemore. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. And I will keep putting more sunflowers around the church. All right, so there's the stop. So it looks to me like Miss Ronnie was the winner for the bid, and then Shyla won the kit. So I will be sending you out the small version. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Thank you, Ronnie, for your $55 donation to Rosalind and her family. And go catch Megan over at the Right House Decor. Just refresh here in Wild Honey and you can see. Can we buy the kids and send that money to our sweet family? Yes, if you wanted to buy a kit, I can have the kit, the 24-inch kit, the 21-inch kit, and then I'll have to measure the one that I just gave away to Shyla. I'll have to measure it with the top part on. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Love you big, and have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.